Curious vehicle here. I don't know what it says on the top, but it looks like it's potentially an escort vehicle for a truck that was behind it. I'm not too sure. Right, we're through the sort of picturesque scenic bits over the bridges now and the island hopping, and we're heading I think sort of due west towards Hiroshima. I'll find a map and try and work out where we are to give you a bit of context. And we've probably got a couple of hours to go until we get to the city. Okay, so we're off the expressway. We've found ourselves a service station here, and I think we're in for a similar sort of food treat as we had yesterday for lunch, where you have to, if you can work it out, open the automatic door, select your food, and then get yourself a ticket. And I'll explain why it's a good idea. Anyway, Carol, if you'd like to do the honours then.
Do you remember what number I was?
Hang on, I'll check. 49, yeah, 49. Go for it. Cash into slot. Press the 49 button there. Bingo. Hit the jackpot. Tickets duly handed in. Right, so yesterday I poo-pooed this whole idea of the vending machine getting the ticket and then handing the ticket in, because what that means is the machine handles all the money for you as well as the ordering process, so it basically does away with a waitress. So it actually makes sense when you think about it. Successfully managed to order a coffee thanks to Google Translate, and in the meantime our lunch has arrived. Let me show you this. Looks alright, doesn't it? Right, I'll crack on. Right, let's look at her face. What do we think? We think good. Thumbs up. Excellent. That'll do.
Cycle navigation and Google say 55 minutes.
Perfect. Must be right then. Right, lunch successfully imbibed. Let's fire this beast up. And back onto the expressway for about 55 minutes and we shall be in Hiroshima. How exciting. Not quite as warm as the other day when we were riding. It's 15.5 degrees, which in the UK I would say was perfect riding conditions. But on here it's quite windy on this expressway and we're going relatively quickly. So I'm glad to say the Tiger has heated seats for both me and Carol. So those have been switched on. Very civilised. Right, we'll settle in. And we'll see you in Hiroshima. Okay folks, we're just coming off the expressway now onto the Hiroshima exit, as it were. And here we are. I never thought I would visit. Incredible. Right, through the toll gate. The ETC is the auto one. Bingo, that makes life a lot easier than having to pay every time. Quite busy in town. We're recording this on a Saturday afternoon. We purposely tried to get here a little bit early because we want to try and get the bikes parked up in our hotel room so we can still get out and into town and go and see some of the sites. We're actually here for 2 nights, so we've got a day of touristing tomorrow, so hope to show you around some of the sights of Hiroshima. So stick around and stay tuned. Speak to you shortly. Okay, so we've made it to our hotel in Hiroshima. There's a number of good bits of news with regard to this. First off, look at that, an actual bed. And not only that, I haven't yet worked out how to get the light on, but there is a toilet and bathroom, which is an absolute winner. And check this out that Mrs. Flyer is enjoying.
And the most stunning view, look at this.
Look at that. That is absolutely amazing.
And look at the mountains, the hills around.
Fab. Right, what it's like, we're going to do a bit of touristing, so catch up with you in a mo. So this is a really poignant place here in Hiroshima, because this building behind me is known as the Atomic Dome. This building is the only building that still stands in Hiroshima that was here at the time of the blasts on that August day. The bomb was let off about 589 metres, about 1,500 feet above this site, and this one still stands because effectively it was kind of in the eye of the storm, as it were. Incredible that it's still here, and given the bombs here at Hiroshima and at Nagasaki killed hundreds of thousands, about 250,000 people is the estimate. It's sort of pretty spine-tingling to be here, to be honest. A very poignant spot. On this beautiful sunny October's day here at the riverside in this tranquil town, it's really quite incredible to imagine that we can actually do that to each other. It's quite a place, this. Well, good morning, folks. It's a couple of days later. The day has dawned absolutely beautiful over the absolutely stunning city of Hiroshima. Really enjoyed our visit here. It's one of those strange places that you know, you've heard of. I never thought I'd ever visit, but it's been absolutely fascinating here. It is a beautiful city, super clean, super modern, as you can see, and well, it really is quite something to think about what actually happened here. It's been quite a visit, been quite moving actually. Anyway, today we've got quite a boring ride. It's just a blat on the motorway. We're going to be going to a UNESCO World Site, Himeji Castle, I believe it's called. We're going to hit the road, get out of Hiroshima, and yeah, as I say, not much of a scenic ride, but I think the castle should be good. So stick around. Let's go and check out that. Okay, well, welcome aboard the bike again, folks. Thank you, Hiroshima Hotel. Western style hotel. Made a nice change at this stage of the break. We're actually, I think, halfway through the tour now, so it's nice to have a bed that we're familiar with. We slept very well. We're over the jet lag now. Right, looking clear. It's a Monday morning, so it's going to be interesting to see what the traffic's like out of the city. Check this weather out. It's forecast again to be a cracking day, 23 degrees maximum today and sunshine all the way. So even though it's a fairly boring run up to the castle, it's going to be ideal as far as weather's concerned. Just take a look at how clean and organised and tidy this city is. So the castle we're going to today, Himeji Castle, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's about a 4-hour ride away, and it's distinctive because it's the only wooden castle of its type in Japan. Most of the others apparently have burnt down, so that's why it's significant. And the building just in front of us now that you can see, there's a park here. This is actually called Hiroshima Castle, I believe. We walked around there yesterday. Very peaceful park. Of course, by definition, this is fairly newly built. The castle we're going to see at Himeji is 16th century. Looks like it is busy on a Monday morning in Hiroshima. Alright, I won't bore you with the traffic. We'll get blatting on, and we'll speak again when we get near the castle. See you shortly. So Wes told us today was just a boring expressway run, and I understand the point exactly, but check out this expressway. I'm thinking Wes needs to do the M1 at some point to see what a boring motorway is. To me, this is quite interesting. Well, as motorways go anyway. So we just pulled over off of the expressway just to have a little break, and first time we've actually seen a larger gathering of bikers. Check this lot. Quite a few BMWs here. Harley Davidson, an absolutely splendid looking GS. I absolutely love that. That's the best bike I've seen all month. Very nice. Lots of GSs actually, look, quite popular. What's Mrs. Flyer admiring over here? Oh, there's an old Goldwing here. Check this out.
Yeah, the 60.
Complete with blue flashing lights.
Yeah, look at the little step down in seat.
Yeah. Now that's when Goldwings were big.
It's huge.
Yeah. Not my scene, man. These are my scene though, these look great. Cool. There's a couple of Harleys over here for completeness. I might as well show you those. Stand by. Plenty of chrome to polish. All good. And they're off. I've never seen a Beamer like that custard yellow one. That is wild. There we go. Right, our biking friends have all left. Time to hit the road again. Last little leg. Off to the castle. These service stations in Japan are absolutely incredible. They're very similar to the ones you get in the UK, but just imagine them 10 times as clean. And then you've got the idea, and also they're pretty good value as well. I think I mentioned fuel is generally a third cheaper here than it is at home, so that's pretty good. So even on the motorways it seems cheap, even though they charge more on the motorways as they do at home. Anyway, about half an hour I think, and we'll see you at the castle. Okay folks, well we're off the motorway now, heading towards the castle. Just thought I'd pop the camera on because this town looks slightly different to any we've seen so far. Check out the amount of cabling going on here. Reminds me of a cross between a European town but the cabling of Thailand. It's that sort of deal. Alright, so my spider sense is telling me we're in the environs of the castle now, because suddenly it's got all very touristy. So looking forward to seeing this place. Alright, so we made it to Himeji Castle. It's tourist central here, but I can understand why, because it's pretty beautiful. I'll spin the camera around. You may not be able to see it very well at this point, but
look here. How stunning is that?
pretty cool. And apparently Wes sold us a dud. It's actually early 17th century, but we won't hold that against him. Right, so that's Himeji Castle done. Very interesting visit. We went inside and looked through around the place, including a little film show about how the place was built. Turns out they built the castle by driving two massive great stakes basically into the ground and then building it around it. And we liked it to how you hold a hamburger together with a couple of cocktail sticks, you know, the sort of deal. Anyway, it stood the test of time and hasn't burnt down, mainly thanks to the fish that go on the end of the gables, which apparently are there to stop it catching fire. And it's worked well since the early 17th century. Right, about we think 45 minutes ride to our hotel. Let's go and find out what awaits us today. I think it's a traditional one again, so will we be sleeping on the floor? Let's find out. Alright, we made it to our hotel, which is a sort of a cross between a traditional and Western. Check this one out for a quick look round. Here we go, look, it's massive. We've got the sort of traditional area here to do your traditional things. And then over here, you got your actual beds.
He's stealing my job.
To do your Western. Well, it's because I haven't got the mics anymore. And not only that, we've got a toilet and a shower.
Shower room and a facility.
Look at that.
Oh,
What a winner.
excellent.
Right, so there we are. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We ain't going to be having a chicken dinner. We're going to go and find out what we're going to have. See you soon. So welcome, folks, to my Zen den, where I'm feeling pleasantly chilled. having just had supper, which, well, I took a few little clips of supper, so I thought I'd share them with you now. Right, we've come to supper, and we've got an absolute cornucopia of food here. We've got some raw fish, we've got some, is that Wagyu beef? Perhaps, looks quite impressive. And some roast beef, and our own little cooking device. I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see Carol cooking hers out. Using the flat end of her chopsticks, because that's what you pick raw food up with. She's already melted the butter. And there we go. We'll rejoin in a few moments once it's cooked. The excitement continues because we've now got basically a beef stew pie is what that's called, but whatever, it sounds great. I've got some sizzling Wagyu on the go. Look at that, looking good. And I might have to add some other accoutrements to fry. Happy days, Carol, what?
It is. It's cool. Start to
Oh,
shizzle.
there's more coming. What's this?
This is that egg custard that you guys.
Oh, egg custard. Oh, yeah, our favourite. Yeah. And there's more. That'll be the rice. Excellent. I'll let it serve.
That's miso.
Righto. Arigato.
A little bit of rice for you.
Miso soup, which
You been mum?
you have to squeeze that. You have to do it with 2 hands, really. How's yours cooking? Looking good.
Good.
So that'll gone for a bit of fried onion with mine.
Rice for Carol.
Thank you.
Also got a beer.
Right.
This has turned out an absolute winner, isn't it? I have to say, the beef is a hit. Well, that is looking good. So, Carol, what's your verdict?
It's very good.
Excellent,
It's
isn't
great.
it?
Yeah. That's all really nice.
Where's verdict? Good?
Excellent.
It is good, isn't it? And it's a packed house here tonight as well, isn't it? So overall, an absolute winner. So super pleased with the room, very comfortable. Super clean with our Zen den. Oh, Mrs. Fly's appeared. And yeah, very chilled, liking it. I think a little bit of a tea ceremony, and maybe a little bit of ablution in the rather complicated facilities. And in fact, I might show them to you. So welcome folks to the smallest room in the house, certainly in our room anyway here. This is of course our Zen toilet area. Check this out. Looking pretty good, isn't it? Now, I thought I'd bring you in here because this is quite a complicated one, and it's got all sorts of bits and bobs on here, and it's all in Japanese. I have no idea what they do. Now, I would be lying to say it's the first time I've ever tried one of these. I've not tried this one before, so it's a little bit of a simulated exercise to show you the sorts of thing that you can expect when you first try one of these. So just let me manoeuvre the camera slightly. Obviously, there's some delicacy involved here, and I'll show you the how it works. Okay, now I am on board the facility, and of course, you wouldn't necessarily do it this way if you're doing this in the privacy of your own home. I'm obviously covering my dignity with the appropriate robes, etc. But I'm ensconced on the throne. Let's assume that I've done my business and I want to tidy up. So we look at the control panel at the side. There is the control panel. Hopefully I'm not showing too much here. Now I think in this case what we want to do is press this blue button, which is a little sprinkle just around the appropriate area. So let's give it a try now. Okay. It's oddly pleasant. I don't know if it stops automatically or whether you have to press the button, but I can see why the Japanese have a smile on their face so often. Okay, let me, I think that's enough of that. Let's come down here. I think that must be the stop button. Let's hope so anyway. Yes, it is. There we go. What an absolutely splendid experience that is. And whilst covering my dignity again, I'll just show you I have got, of course, the appropriate toilet slippers on. Most important to go to the facilities with the right slippers on. All right, normal service now resumes, but I thought you'd be interested to see that. So you join us now in the Zen room, having enjoyed a hearty supper and having made oneself a little more comfortable. It means it's time for a traditional Japanese tea ceremony. Mrs. Flora, if you'd do the honours, please. Is the dinging of the cup part of the ceremony?
It was today.
Cheers. Bon appetit, as they say in Japan. Oh, it's rank that, isn't it? So after one has enjoyed a hearty meal and made oneself comfortable in the facilities, it's time for... Can you stop? I'm trying to make a serious documentary style film.
I sound like Muttley. I'm sorry.
You can't compose yourself, lady. Come on, because the tea's getting cold. Ready?
Oh, yeah, just give me a minute and I will stop.
The tea's going to get cold.
I know.
I can't edit out your face, I'm afraid. I might have to do an alone Japanese tea ceremony. Ready? No. No, I'll just stop. No, because we're going to have to introduce it and then you can pour it, okay? It's brewing, it's all good. Okay. Ready? Try and be composed though, because it's a one take thing, this, okay?
Right, ready? I'm sorry.
Okay, here we go then.
I'm sorry.
3, 2, 1. So, after one has enjoyed a hearty meal and made oneself comfortable in the facilities, we might have to do this in different, as a different couple of shots.
I'm sorry, because the more I try to speak.
It's like Muttley. It's like working with Muttley.
I'm sorry.
We'll be back.
Hey kids, we're the missing the flyers.